Honorable Minister of Arts and Cultural Heritage, His Excellency Shri Avinash Tilakji, Madam Nalini Lakhinarayanji, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Arts and Cultural Heritage, Director of IGCIC Dr. Balwant Thakur, Madhuri Ramdhariji, Deputy Secretary General of the World Hindi Secretariat, Dr. Sarita Budhu, President of the Bhojpuri Speaking Union. It's hard to take everybody's names because right now I feel I'm with friends. There is our very, very dear friend Vikram Jutanji. So I should just say good evening, namaste to all my dear friends here, and then say all protocol observed, which is a very popular line in Mauritius. I love it. Thank you for coming and celebrating the International Day of Dance. To be very honest, I did not know that there was a World Dance Day being celebrated. This is the first time. And I'm glad that my first celebration is at our own cultural center, and we have to thank Dr. Balwant Thakur for this. A round of applause. When I was sitting there and looking at the title Nritya Samagama, I realized how important it is to have this day. Because in many ways, words can lie, but bodies never lie. When we dance, you cannot but be who you are and express what you really feel. And that's why dance has been a timeless testimony to a community's identity, how they see life, their culture. I remember visiting Indonesia once for work, and then I saw this beautiful dance, and I asked them, what is this dance called? They said, oh, don't you know? They were dancing Ramayana. It's from your country. And very honestly, I have never seen the Ramayana being depicted that way, but it was the Indonesian Ramayana. It was a demonstration of who Indonesian people are, their culture, their traditions, their very identity. Similarly in India, as our director mentioned, we probably have the largest diversity of dances anywhere in the world. As a young girl, I had joined the National Cadet Corps. It's like a paramilitary organization. But along with wearing uniforms, we were required to wear a variety of dance costumes and learn many Indian dances. And I'm very grateful to the National Cadet Corps, NCC as we call it, because we were being trained for a national competition and to win the Prime Minister's trophy and the Prime Minister's medal. I remember learning Tiruvadira, a dance from Kerala. I remember learning Dandiya. I think many of you would have seen in our Bollywood movies, it's very popular during Navratri. I, of course, learnt Bharatanatyam, just to perform a piece, not really learnt it. And then I used to perform something called the bamboo dance of Nagaland. I don't know how many of you have watched it, it's absolutely fabulous. There are people sitting and they are knocking the bamboos together, and there are girls dancing between the bamboos. So unless there is perfect harmony between those who are banging the bamboos and those who are dancing, many people end up injured. But it never happens. That's the beauty of dance, the message of harmony. And personally, I love Indian dances, and my ambition in life was to become a Bharatanatyam dancer. But unfortunately, I grew up in a very small town, and my parents searched long and hard for one Bharatanatyam teacher who could teach their daughter, but there is none at that time. And so now I'm the Indian High Commissioner here, sitting there and watching a performance. I would rather have been here. But that's life. Not too late. Well. But today, being here as the Indian High Commissioner, celebrating the World Day of Dance in our cultural center, which is the biggest cultural center anywhere in the world, is unique and special in itself. Why do I say this? Because today we are not just celebrating dance. We are celebrating dance as one of the biggest bonds that can bring two countries together, as a lever of diplomacy, as a lever of international relations, because the 6 performers you'll see here today, all of them are Mauritian and they're going to be presenting Indian dances to you. There's not a single Indian dancer in our celebration of Indian dance in this cultural center in Mauritius. They're all Mauritians. And out of these 6, 3 of them have studied dance in India using Government of India scholarships. All 6 of them were trained in India. 3 from a scholarship given by the ICCR on behalf of the Government of India. The 3 lead dancers, Rochna, Parinita and Tejaswini, are proud ICCR scholars, and Tejaswini is also a gold medalist. And we have another lead performer, Jai Kumar, who is a disciple of Padma Bhushan Chandrasekhar and is a product of India's most renowned dance academy, Kalakshetra, from my hometown of Bangalore. And IGCIC itself, where we are having this event today, has trained thousands of Mauritians in dance and music. Some of them are performing here today for us. And today, I feel like dance in itself is one of those beautiful threads in the Rakhi that our 2 brotherly countries tie each other every Raksha Bandhan. And on this note, I also want to make an announcement that hopefully you will take back to your families, friends, and all of whom you know. We have a one-of-a-kind competition that has been announced in India. It's called Pratibha Sangam. For the first time, the Government of India is going to honor foreigners, Indians who have studied Indian dance, traditional Indian dance, Bharatanatyam, Kathak and Odissi, and then our 2 main musical traditions, Hindustani and Carnatic music, both vocal and instrumental. And we're going to have competitions at the national, regional and international level. So there will be a competition only for Mauritians. And the winners of this competition will go to the regional level, and the winners will also be visiting India to participate in the international competition. Of course, there will be cash prizes too. So I think it's an exciting possibility. I invite as many Mauritians as possible to participate in this. I hope MFDC publicizes this, MBC publicizes this, and all of you will. And finally, all of you know, we are celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, 75 years of India's independence. We are also celebrating 75 years of India-Mauritius diplomatic relations. We had a very ambitious program of events. Unfortunately, many of them haven't taken place because of the 50% restriction owing to COVID-19. But as soon as things relax, we will bring to you many interesting slices of the flavors of India. And one of them, which I think you will all love to know about, is a grand festival of Indian epics. Grand performances of the Ramayana, Mahabharata, Krishna Leela. Our director, as you know, is a great theatre enthusiast, so he's putting together a fabulous performance. We hope that we bring this and many more, like a food festival, a film festival, festival, fashion festival. We have so many festivals in India to celebrate. We just hope that the COVID situation normalizes and we can have many more of these. On that note, I wish you happy dancing, a lot of celebrations of life, and a very happy evening to all of you. Thank you. Namaskar. Dhanyawad.